Hello, this is Davide Biocchi speaking, and here we go with my weekly intermarket analysis. Let's start with a euro dollar as usual. And as we can see here, we have, let's say, a price that is going down, let's say, especially after we have seen the attempt to go again above the price of 1.08. Starting from there and starting from the ECB President, Mrs. Lagarde, words, last week we have seen the market going down, so the dollar becoming again stronger and stronger than the euro. Finally, on Friday, with the let's say numbers of the US CPI, the situation was even more clear, and now we have the same situation. So it seems that we are again going to test the area of 1.037 that was the minimum that we have already seen several years ago, and that it was where the market rebounded recently when it arrived here. So this is very interesting. Let's switch immediately after to the dollar index that did more or less the same, and right now is again above the price of 1.037. That if we go back with the chart is the price that this index was unable to go above in the last years. So there is another attempt because this level is 1037 here, and the market right now is 10401. So let's see if this attempt will be decisive and we will see something strong from here. Impact from let's say currency pair we have immediately after on the commodities. So let's see here the gold that is more or less around the price of 120, a little bit down this morning than this level. So what we have seen here is the movement that drove the crude oil again to the attempt maybe to reach the previous high here of 130. And let's say with the euro dollar at 1.04 and something, here in Europe we have never, let's say, paid crude oil such a price like this. So this is a quite relevant situation for Europe. The price of the gasoline is really high and really important. So let's see what is going to happen. And let's switch immediately after to the gold that is quite stable, the more stable, let's say, security that we are looking at today. So the price of the gold is in between the historical, let's say, record high of 2080 and 1680, that is the minimum post-COVID. More or less, let's say, in the middle, $200 above, around this level of 1880 versus the perfect average. So the gold is able right now to move and go, let's say, towards the previous record high, or even to this minimum, toward this minimum. Let's see what is going to happen. It's perfectly in the average, just to see what will be the next step. Let's switch immediately after to the stock indices, and let's start with the European one. So we have the Euro Stock 50 that is going down, really going down, in the process to hit this minimum around 3,500. That is a quite relevant one, and also the DAX that is really, let's say, doing and showing us a figure that is telling us that it is more and more far the possibility to reach 14,800. That is the resistance, the strong resistance that we have here. So let's say that around 13,350 we will see a very important support, and more or less we are not so far from this level right now. Let's see what is going to happen with the US futures, and at the moment the S&P 500 is back to this area around 3,830. So let's see if the market will find a possibility to rebound here. Very similar situation we have on the Nasdaq, that is very close to the previous minimum, around let's say 11,500 more or less. This is the price where we can expect the market maybe potentially to react. Let's see what is going to happen. This week also the Russell that was let's say trying an attempt to go again into or above a price of 1,900. If we consider the close level, there was an exact pullback here and then down. So we are now, let's say, 150 points below this level. So it's really relevant, and let's see what is going to happen. The major support is here. So this is all for this week. Thank you very much for being here. Hope to see you soon, and ciao ciao. Bye bye from Davide from Italy.